This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. We'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 3 straight Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. We'll kick this deep to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First and 10. Getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun handoff here. They bring him down right at the 20.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Handoff here from the shotgun. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Look, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Rebels will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he'll just get rid of it. option. Well, they test the middle there to get nothing. So here we go, 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And here's the handoff. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
I know people want to talk about the spread and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. He's brought down at the 46.
If you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards of pop like that.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Tight end goes in motion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
1st down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back. It's Thompson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
3rd and short now for the offense from the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They'll pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. 4th down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Tackle, but 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Looks right for a quick completion. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And there's the point after.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Comes up with the catch. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. So second down after the incompletion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab.
The second down pass, complete to the wideout. No gain on the play. Third down coming.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Did he take it all the way? So great return following the pick, but finally able to get him down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Second down play.
Let's go.
Dropping back. It's Thompson. Makes the catch. Puts some space around the 30. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick throw over the middle. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
14, Ole Miss 7.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Starting with 25. Offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Second down play coming up. DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Here comes the handoff. Running with purpose. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He lets it go on the move. Now runs picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30. Inside the 20. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
That's a big 1st down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Quick juke to get free. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Handoff to the back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down here for this offense. Handoff running right. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They stop him, but it's a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He's got room, looking for the end zone. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. The quarterback's got it on the option. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And from the end zone, here's the return. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's good as he throws it. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Rebels. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over. 1st and 10.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. Brings up 2nd down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Turner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They'll try a pass here. The QB throws his third pick of the day. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
All of this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
So the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Fine for the touchdown on the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They were handed great starting field position, but now it's 3rd and 10. They have to settle for 3. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. And he's brought down there.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they got a couple good handful of two-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they can dial up.
Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. Touchdown, Alabama. Just come all the way back to claim the lead.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go and uses that vision to get this touchdown.
Ole Miss, 21.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended with an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Handoff to the back. In the clear at the 25. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do right from the time he got the snap. The receiver was able to create some separation almost immediately on that corner route.
The Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost and forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking to throw yet again. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. And the Rebels looking to run some tempo here. On the jet sweep. And bulldozing his way through. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And now the try here for the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. First down and 10.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back.
Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's when you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to throw. It's Thompson. Makes a quick grab. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
He's marked in at the 33. Offense facing fourth down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. The drive stays alive.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped. It would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Touchdown, Bama. They jump in front here in the fourth. They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They'll run it here. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Escapes the sack. They escaped one tackler. Couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
Hey, good job by the defense here, not being surprised on third down and 1. The offense elects to throw the ball instead of running for the first down, and the defense is able to come up with a sack.
The Rebels will have to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. Oh, and he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Now it's second down here. To the air, it's Thompson. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds and continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Alabama now operating in the red zone. And the single back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Backs got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Smart play to keep it on the ground, to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. This offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, with this quarterback, love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who was going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.